Welcome back to URL Charlotte, my debut time travel horror novel, which is out next week, June 1st, in paperback and on Kindle Unlimited. 2024, the previous night. What did you do, Magda? Her mother stood in the doorway, her eyes wide and her hand over her mouth. Magda had screamed until she had no more breath and was left shuddering in the corner, staring at the body of her best friend. Blood soaked into the white carpet, turning it red. Jimmy appeared over his mother's shoulder, rubbing the sleep from his eyes. When he noticed Sarah's body on the floor, and Magda trying desperately to disappear into the wall, his mouth fell open in horror. Magda's mother slammed a fist against the doorframe, and her voice filled the house. What the did you do? The third day. 5:25. The barista glanced up at Magda over the register, a look of recognition crossing her face. Don't I know you? Magda handed the girl her debit card, just enough left in her account to cover the latte, and shook her head, keeping her eyes down. She had been so focused on finding coffee, she hadn't considered someone in the cafe might recognize her. Would the news have reported on Sarah's death already? I don't think so. You look so familiar. Mount Vonner High School? She swiped the card, then handed it back, smiling. I graduated class of 22. I didn't. Magda jammed the card in her pocket and moved to the end of the counter to wait for her drink, pulling her hood up over her head. She was on the verge of something, a mental breakdown or a screaming fit, and the last thing she needed was attention on her. A dozen other people sat in the store, some typing away on laptops, others reading or chatting. Magda craned her neck to see the front of a newspaper being read by a man in the corner. Was Sarah's face already in print? What about her own? A petite woman with short gray hair and glasses sat at a small table, sipping her coffee and chatting to a couple at the table beside her. The woman must have been in her 60s, maybe late 50s. But there was something oddly familiar about her face. A celebrity? No. Something closer, more familiar. An old teacher, maybe, or a friend's parent. Keeping her head down and her hood up, Magda took a couple of casual steps down the counter to get a closer look and listen in. And so I got on the first flight I could this morning from Ohio. That's awful. Just tragic, said the blonde woman at the other table. Gosh, I'm so sorry for your loss. We're a very welcoming community here, full of good Christian folks. So if there's anything you need... Oh, thank you. But I'm only here for the next few days to help my son and his wife with the funeral, and then I have to get back. But, I grew up in Mount Bonner. I know exactly how welcoming the community can be. She leaned in and spoke lower. It's why I left.